Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Hill, a screen on Felton. Lynn the pass to Boozer.
The Lakers winning the amnesty bidding this summer to bring in Carlos Boozer. He had a down season a year ago, but on the final year of his contract, he'll have some extra motivation to bounce back.
And he makes the first. Carlos Boozer amnestied by the Bulls this offseason after 4 years in Chicago. They still have to pay his salary, Steve, but it doesn't count against their cap.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a couple of years, and it finally came true, Kevin. So a new team for Boozer, looking to bounce back after what was one of the worst seasons of his career, at least statistically.
Felton kicks to Dang. Nowitzki right side. It's stolen by Hill. On the wing, Bryant. Outside, Lynn. Kobe with a screen on Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Bryant gets a wide open look. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 5th assist in this one.
And Boozer last season had expressed his unhappiness with the rotation in Chicago. Passed over for the younger Taj Gibson in the 4th quarter. Gibson was seen as a more reliable defender, though, and typically coaches default to defense late in games. Boozer with plenty of motivation this season to prove his worth as far as 4th quarter minutes go.
So your mom was walling.
Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Out to Chandler. And it's Ellis penetrating. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Dallas again missing.
And Boozer, a rugged rebounder and interior scorer with the ability to step out and hit that mid-range jump shot. Interesting to see how he fits in.
Lynn dishes to Kobe. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Ellis. To the paint. And there's Felton. That's good on the assist by Dan.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, I never got to compete in a dunk contest, but I've seen more than a few at All-Star Weekend. It's just amazing what players today can do in the air. And still, I think my favorite dunker of all time was Julius Erving. Watching him in transition was just a thing of beauty.
A different look for Dallas. Brandon Wright's checked in for Chandler. And it's Ricky Lito in for Ellis. So it's the Lakers now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Clark dunks are becoming increasingly more complex, whether they're in game or during events.
Well, the athleticism of the players is just off the charts over the last 2+ decades. So just about everybody, no matter what their size, when you look at NBA guys, can throw it down. And, you know, Steve mentioned his favorite dunker. Mine would have to be probably Dominique Wilkins. His two-handed double clutch, sideways tilt throwdowns would have to be up there as well.
Well, you know, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter.
Oh yeah,
my gosh, you go on and on. There's some
sure could.
Acrobatic guys, high flyers for sure.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Back to Bryant. And stolen by Wright. Here's Lito. And he slams that one down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Felton the pass to Lito. Nowitzki in the post. Hill's there. They get it again. Lakers leading by 23. Now Lynn. He kicks it to Boozer. 6 on the shot clock. A fader. Back to Lynn for 3. They shoot again. And it's right, sending it back. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Lito, defended by Bryant. In the corner, it's Felton. Outside Dang. Here's Lito. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, a new award in the NBA starting 2 seasons ago, the Twyman-Stokes Best Teammate. And the first honoree was Chauncey Billups.
Johnson, he's checked in for Young. Lakers leading by 23. Lynn kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Kobe. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter. And the names of that award memorializes the incredible story of Jack Twyman and Maurice Stokes. Stokes, an NBA All-Star in each of his first 3 seasons, but in a game in 1958, he took a hard fall, hit his head, and thereafter became paralyzed.
One of the saddest and most moving stories in the history of sports. Stokes was waived by the team, and his family couldn't afford his gigantic medical bills, but his teammate, Jack Twyman, worked tirelessly on his behalf. A tremendous story of love, caring, and service in a tough situation.
Here's Nowitzki. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Lynn against Felton. Lynn kicks to Boozer. The pass to Bryant. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Bryant. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Felton kicks to Dang. Here's Nowitzki. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. 19 points for Nowitzki.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Lynn against Felton. Outside, Lynn. Pass to Johnson. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Felton dishes to Lito. Feeds to Nowitzki. Kobe with the steal. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass
Wesley Johnson,
pretty,
32 points.
Let's finish, go. I thought Clark angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Felton kicks to Lito. Let's go. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Boozer is screen on Felton. Here's Lynn. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Lito. That one wide left.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Bryant with a screen for Lynn. From outside the arc. And Wright pulls it down.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Wright with a screen on Johnson. Felton with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Dang, double team. The high post shot. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Felton. And that's now 21 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 23. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, some injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
Both teams changing it up here. .146 left in the fourth. Young sets a screen for Nash. No good from outside.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years. Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
It always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as we got great numbers for Bryant. You have to look at his steals and when he would come up with them as major factors in this result.
And, you know, for the Lakers, with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
Nash, the pass to Young. Lets it fly. And he drops that one in.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
This dude gonna
now
quit or
let's
what,
see how
man?
many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash.